Hello everyone, my name is Stacey K. Roach and I'm here with you guys today on a new episode of the Rebrand and Rebuilding Community. I'm here to speak with you guys today about never betraying yourself. Betrayal is such a devastating life event. It can leave us with lasting pain and scars on our hearts and our spirits. It leaves us feeling vulnerable, unlovable, abandoned, even broken, especially when it comes from, our innermost circles, like our partners, our family, our dearest friends. There's also a few other things we do to ourselves that are a betrayal. And the first thing is comparing ourselves to others, looking at everything that other people have and only seeing the lack in your life, not being thankful for the blessings and the things that you've overcome, the obstacles that you had to, you had to overcome those obstacles. You had to accomplish your goals, your fight, the struggles, the things that you've been through wasn't easy. You're still here. You're still breathing. You're healthy. You may not have the world, but you have your life, and your life is worth the world. So a lot of times, myself, that's something I've been working on with myself, is not comparing, because I may not have what you have, but that does not make me less than who I am. That doesn't make me less than you. That doesn't make me less than Barack Obama. I am still a human being, and my life is worth living. It's worth being in this world. It's worth the world. I wouldn't sell my soul to gain millions and billions and everything I've always wanted, because I've came up and I came across opportunities where I could have sold my soul and I could be sitting right where I want to be, but I knew I wouldn't be happy just the way that I got it. Another thing that we do is we pretend to be someone we're not. I mentioned that last week on the last episode of the Rebrand and Rebuilding Community with you guys, and that was pretending to be someone that you're not. You don't have to try to fit in with other people. That's when you try to fit in with other people, you no longer belong to yourself. Maya Angelou said best, I belong to no one and nowhere. I belong nowhere in this world. She can go and roam this world as she please. She can set up shop. She can find a home in any city, state, country. The world is yours to conquer. It's yours to have. So just limiting yourself to, a space, like putting yourself in a box or just with one person. And I'm not talking about on a physical level. I'm talking about with friends, with your family. You don't want to limit yourself. You don't belong to your family. You don't belong to your partner, your spouse. You don't belong to your children. You belong to you. You belong to you. And you really have to go and look at that Maya Angelou. I'll put the link down below. She did an interview and she spoke about belonging to herself for you guys to better understand. Another thing something else that we do is we look to others to complete us. This is something else that I touched bases on last week, and the podcast was stop looking to people to complete you. You are whole. You have everything that you need within yourself. Anything that you look for another person to provide you, whether that's financial support, emotional support, mental support, no matter what type of support, anything that you're getting from other people, you can do that for yourself. If you can't do it for yourself, you shouldn't even be able to you shouldn't have the audacity to ask anyone for their help if you can't do what you asking them to do, period. It's within you. You have to save yourself. Don't look to no one. Jesus is not coming back to save you. I don't know what they're teaching you in church. We're not even going to touch on that. You got to save you. The last thing before I get up out of here, something that we all do, myself included, is not living fully in the present moment. Not living the experiences that are going on around us right now, today. Your environment. You woke up this morning. What did you wake up to? And if you want that to be in a better environment, you want to shape your environment and change things, you could do so at any given time. No one has you chained down with a gun to your head and telling you to stay in situations that you don't want to be in. You have to live those brutal, harsh moments. This podcast is all about rebrand and rebuilding yourself after divorce, disaster, homelessness, or tragedy. And we've all been through some shit. I just gotta be honest. I'm putting it to it straight like that. We've all been through some shit, but you have to live out that. A lot of times we put our own self in certain circumstances and certain situations, and then we be looking for other people to dig us out the hole we put ourselves in. You got yourself into it, you got to dig yourself out of it. You have to live that. And if you don't want to live that, you have the right to change that. As long as you're looking out for the ones that rely on you, like your children, your spouse, and if they don't want to get on board, they can go too. Now, if your children are old enough where they don't want to get on board, they can go too. If not, it's your job as a parent to provide for that child everything that they need until they get old enough to get what they want. It's not your job to give them everything that they want. It's okay to give them sometimes, but as long as you're providing the basic needs for that child and teaching them the right way to go and to live a best and most prosperous and, just live a great life, you have to teach them how to do that. And once you do that, your job is over. Now, you could be their support system once they grow old. I'm 31 years old. It's not my dad's job to feed me. Now, if I just don't have it and can't get to it, of course he will. I would hope he would. So far, we haven't been at that point. Thank God I made it 31 years where I don't have to say, Dad, send me somebody to feed me. But I'm just saying, it's your job. Live in that moment. You don't like it, you have the right to change it. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll post a link down below for the Maya Angelou video. Maya Angelou. She did an interview, I think with a Tom or a Tim. I can't think of his name. I don't keep up with people's names. I'll forget them in a minute. If you don't leave a lasting impression on me, I will not remember your name. I'm the worst. I'll remember your face, I'll remember your voice, but I won't remember your name. Don't hold me accountable for that, y'all. Don't suck it to me. Don't. That's the worst. But thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you guys next week on the new episode of the Rebrand and Rebuilding Community.